Hello, I am Queen Kunde Enoch. Join us every Tuesday on the program Talking Peace, where we raise discourse on how to attain peaceful coexistence and tolerance in our society.
Talking Peace is a production of ZT Communications in partnership with Taraba State Broadcasting Service TSBS Jalingo.
For enquiries and advert placements, please call 0803 454 0469.
Talking Peace is the meeting point. Join us.
Hello, welcome to another edition of the program Talking Peace. Talking Peace is a program where we seek to hear from stakeholders how we can attain peaceful coexistence in our society. Now, you can listen and watch this program live on our online platform as well, www.ztonline.com. Today, join me as I welcome on the program Honorable Dr. Adi Grace. He is the Executive Chairman, Wukari Local Government Area of Taraba State. And of course, you know it is very important to discuss peaceful coexistence in Wukari Local Government Area of Taraba State. You want to know why? Keep the dial locked here as we'll come back after this short break. Don't go nowhere. Hello, I am Queen Kunde Enoch. Join us every Tuesday on the program Talking Peace, where we raise discourse on how to attain peaceful coexistence and tolerance in our society.
Talking Peace is a production of ZT Communications in partnership with Taraba State Broadcasting Service TSBS Jalingo.
For enquiries and advert placements, please call 0803 454 0469.
Talking Peace is the meeting point. Join us.
Welcome back. The program is still Talking Peace here on TSBS, and as well as on our online platform. If you click on our website www.ztonline.com. Today on Talking Peace, we have the chairman of Wukari Local Government, like I did say, Adi Grace. You're welcome on the program, sir.
Thank you.
All right, as the program implies, Talking Peace. How do we attain peaceful coexistence within your domain? Let's start from home. They say charity begins at home.
Of course. It's very easy. Very, very easy in a sense that in the society we have different caliber of people. Different people with different view, different people with different mindsets. To actualize the dream of peace is only when every individual understands the value of every personality in a society. And it is only when all hands are being put together on decks, when we reason together, then we'll actualize our dream by the peace. If you know that Mr. A don't want this, you don't do that to him. If you know Mr. B doesn't want this, don't do that to B. By the sole way doing, you respect every individual according to the things he wants and according to the things he don't want, then we are going to have one accord peace in the society, which is very paramount.
So peace is synonymous to development.
Very, very
we don't have a choice but to enjoy peace.
No option.
But you agree with me, within your domain particularly, that's Wukari Local Government Area, there's been often clashes and unrest.
Of course.
What do you make of all that?
You see, the whole issue there is, I said you must know what Mr. A wants. So that you want to live with Mr. A together, you only do the things Mr. A wants. For instance, very, very clear. Now you can see the skirmishes between the Jukun and the chief. It has been lingering for years and time without number. The Tiv people refuse to respect the tradition of the owner of the land. Who are the Jukun? The Jukun are the real owner of the land. And you know, God created every being and placed them in a particular place. that belongs to them. For instance now, I, as a Jukun in person, I cannot go to Boko and claim any part of Boko. The only thing I can do in Boko now is just for me to get a piece of land and build house. If I stay there, fine. Anytime I'm leaving that place, I sell it out or I leave it for commission. But I cannot claim to be an indigent of Benue, and I have nothing to do with their land. For me to dwell there, I must have to respect their culture and go by what they want. So it applies the same thing for them to leave Benue, to come and stay with us in Wukari. One, they have to respect our traditional institution. They have to respect the law and order of the land so that they could live. Because you cannot just come from somewhere and then provincially you come and tell the owner of the land he should pack out and give you his belonging to you. You know, when we are talking about this land, we talk about inheritance. And this inheritance comes from our father, our forefather. If assuming my father has now given out my inheritance to them today, what will I inherit? And what will I give it to my offspring? So as a Juku man, we are law-abiding citizens. We want peace. You want to stay with us? We agree you stay with us. We'll give you a portion of land you found. Even if you want to marry our sister, we will allow you marry. But the only thing we don't want is don't inherit our property.
By and large, you have actually laid a foundation for the cause of the conflict within Wukari local government.
Because as a Juku man,
and you are given a very huge responsibility. Aside being a bona fide Jukun man, now you have to preside over a local government where you have residents of even the non-Jukuns.
Of course.
How would you, or what recipe would you profile to ensure that there's peace within your domain? Because as a chief security officer of Wukari local government, that would be your primary responsibility to protect lives and properties of everyone living within Wukari local government area.
I have done that, and I'm still doing it.
How?
And I will continue doing it. You see, if you trace the origin of this very particular crisis, so years back ago, when this thing started at Kente,
Kente, that's a clan in Wukari local
yes,
government.
Kente is in Wukari.
Okay.
On 1st April 2016, we're in 2020 now.
Yeah.
Is that 2019? 2018 is when this thing broke. I went there personally on that very day to go and see things for myself because I don't want they say. I want to see things for myself. We went there on our way coming. They block us. The thieves.
Wow.
They block us in a particular village. Bolt down 2 vehicles down. We try as much as possible to curtail. They started killing our people here and there. So now as an individual, historically, a warrior man, you can't just fold your hand. Looking at somebody coming to burn your houses, coming to destroy your things. But as a leader, I came out. I called them. I called their thief culture. We have a load of meetings, series of meetings in my office, in the palace, together with security. We sat down with them. I told them the repercussion of this. What the people are doing is not good. Talk to your people. All what we want is, we want peace. Because our father is an architect of peace. He said, give me peace, I'll give you development. We want our land to develop. As such, we don't want anything as in crisis. Little do we know, in the morning, they'll come for attack. 12 a.m., they come for attack. 6 in the morning, they come for attack. Where are these attacks coming from? From
That's
Benue.
the question.
From Benue. Okay. Because we are sharing boundary with them. I'm saying this without any apology. Because after the attack, we'll trace their footpaths and it goes down to Benue. So they call 1, 2, 3, 4, up to the night time. We can't resist that. You know, God, He doesn't bite. But when He's crying, if you put your finger into the mouth of God, it will bite you and that wound will not be healed. So the next thing, they came almost night time. And we say, enough. It's enough. since, and we have been facing a lot of things with them. They know that this land does not belong to them, and you can't take it by force. As a bona fide citizen of Wukari, a Juku man, by birth, then there's no way a thief man will come and say they should give him a traditional title so that I should be honor him. It's unethical.
Is that also part of the crisis?
It's part of their problem. It's one of their 10 agenda.
Okay, there are 10 agendas.
There are 10 agenda. It's part of one of their agenda because they said they must also make them to become one of third-class chief. If you look at this critically in Benue, let me digress more.
Okay.
In Benue, we have our people who live in Benue.
That's the Jukun.
The Jukun.
Okay. Are they indigents of Benue?
They are. They are even there before even the TV people who come to Makodi. We have our people at Abise.
Okay.
We have our people at Abise, and we have our people at Kasnala.
As indigents?
Yes, but the marginalization is too much for them. A single thing they could not get from them, they marginalize everything. So how could it be when you are not treating my brother the way he's supposed to be treated, and you want me to treat you the same? But if you look at it very critically, all these villages, all this area are Jukun settlement. How could you bring a thief man and then make him either a top class or a second class chief on top of the people whom you know by birth, by rights, they're the owner of the land? It's not possible.
Wow. Well, Chairman, you did mention a 10-point agenda. They say a problem known is one half solved.
Of course.
Now you have known series of meetings and series of dialogues with stakeholders and the rest. You have identified the problems, the causes of this crisis in this area that has destabilized the peace of this area, right? So what's the solution now moving forward? How do we enjoy peaceful coexistence?
Peace is there. Peace is a business of every individual.
Sure.
Like what our father, the architect of peace, he said, give me peace, I give you development. He called us together.
When you mean us?
I mean the governor.
The governor called the chairman?
No, not the chairman.
Okay.
We have been having a lot of series of meetings between Taraba and Benue.
Okay.
A lot of sitting. We met in Federal University Wukari, we went to Makodi, we went to Abuja, we went to Nasara. All this, the three people could not condone this peace.
All to attain peaceful coexistence.
All to attain peace.
Okay.
But all effort aborted. Attacks here and there. Attacks here and there. I can tell you that even last month, the governor, on his own wisdom, constituted a committee, a 10-man committee, which happened, I'm part of the committee. I'm now talking from experience. That you want to carry on experiments on 2 chiefdoms, because we have 16 chiefdoms in Wukari. Okay. So you want to carry on experiment on 2 chiefdoms, that is Chuku chiefdom and Asa chiefdom. He said he wants the Jukun and the chief that live within those areas should come back and settle in those chiefdoms, so that both the Jukun and the thief, they should respect the traditional institution there. Whosoever they feel he want to stay, he must come and identify himself with the chief there. So that by the time you identify yourself with the chief know that this is my subject. Should get a place for you, set you down. My sister, could you believe with me that on this process we are going, the governor himself, he raised structure in Chuku for the army base, at the same time for the mobile base in Chuku.
Okay. To
give the people of that chiefdom security,
assurances
to settle down,
to return.
Yes, because security is very paramount, which will lead to peace.
Sure.
And at the same time, in Asa chiefdom, he's also going to do the same thing, and they're even grading the road to Asa now. And beside this, he said he has asked the surveyor to lay the layout of those areas. He is going to erase structures for the returnee, so that they should stay in one place. But the Jukun and the thief, they should live in one harmony. We will allow the peace to reign, because we own the land. That is why I told you that this man is a God sent. The man that said, give me peace, I give you development. You know the person I'm referring to?
Sure, that's the governor of
That's
Taraba
the governor,
State.
of course. If you go now within Rafigada Chiefdom, within the metropolis of Rafigada, we have the army base there. If you're coming out of Rafigada, we have the special force, they are there. And when you come to a forest called Jabwaje, we have the 93 battalion, they are there. So if you also want to go to Chunku, before you reach Chunku Chiefdom, there are almost about 14 checkpoints, including the army, the mobile, and the police, for you to get there. Likewise, from Wukari down to Chukundi, we have 2 army checking points there. So that to curtail all this, but the issue now is you are the owner of the land and you can't go to farm. Like this person I say, they kill him in the farm. He was in the farm walking and they came and killed him. So you can imagine how people are and how the heart of man conceive wickedness. If not now, if we didn't control our emotion, if you go to Wukari within, the 3 people are moving free. They're doing their things free and nobody is harassing them. So if these ones are still killing our people in the farm, Nemesis will catch up with them. But we are the owner of the land. We will make sure that we conduct peace to develop our land.
All right, you have talked so much about, and passionately at that, about how patient you will be. Of course, you won't want someone to come in and incite. That was the word I was looking for. Incite you to destroy, to join him or her to destroy your own home.
How can you build a house? The house that you look at it that is your comfort zone, and at the same time carry your hand to destroy it.
Well, what would be your advice to the people of Wukari local government living there, whether indigents or settlers?
Good. You made mention of a word settler, which is very important. Because now, if I travel from here to Adama, I'm not an indigent,
Sure.
but rather I'm just there as a settler. But do you know that these our people, these our brothers, they refuse to be addressed as a settler. They refuse to go to school.
Are you saying, sorry, let me ask, are you saying there are no thieves who are indigents of Wukari? It's not possible?
It's not possible.
Okay.
All immigrants, we have the history, is there. Everybody that live within my domain,
Yeah.
God has entrusted them into my hand.
Sure.
So that I should take care of them.
Sure.
Okay? I will do my best to make sure that every one of them is being covered and is being saved. You understand? So, despite the fact I have a lot of people within my domain, I have the Igbo, I have the Yoruba, I have the Yarga who are from Plateau, I have, there are many.
Sure.
You understand? There are many. So the only thing I do for them, I make sure that they are safe and their property are safe.
And can conduct their businesses peacefully.
And then also they should look at it that for them to live within this very domain, they have a limits.
They also have obligations.
Of course, they have limits and obligation. They should not think that one day they'll just stand up and say they want to contest for councillor. Igbo man dwell in Wukari for years. He lived here with us. But when it's time for him to be crowned as a chief, he went back to his place.
In Igbo land.
In Igbo land. They went and crowned him as a chief there. And he's there. He has a lot of business flowing here. So, even whosoever that live here, we can train that person to a certain level. So when the person has graduated, he should go back to his area and be crowned as a chief there.
And not in Wukari.
In my domain, I have people who are entitled for that.
Wow.
And I will make sure that I conduct peace for everybody.
Well, you have listened to the executive chairman of Wukari local government area of Taraba State, one local government area that has witnessed several skirmishes of communal clashes. But of course, as he has said, he is capable of putting those unrest to rest and ensure that everyone living within Wukari local government area enjoys peaceful coexistence, goes about their businesses lawfully and peacefully. But of course, they may also have to do something in return Now, your final word to people of Wukari generally as a way of ensuring that we enjoy peaceful coexistence in Wukari local government area.
Now, I have to call on everybody who live within my domain, which is in Wukari. All hands must be on decks so that we give peace a chance to reign. And I also advise everybody, not really in Wukari, but any listener, that anything you see going around in the particular area, call the leadership of those people, call the security agency within. And I think if we do this, we'll curtail a lot of things from happening that is going to affect us, because security is a business of everybody.
Sure.
If you discover a stranger within your domain that you didn't trust, you didn't believe, alert the security, alert people within. I've discovered this, I'm not sure. So that people, you alert them, people will be alert and watch over, so that for something to escalate, they can quickly prevent that thing, handle it with care. And I think if this is done, that will take us to a greater level of achievement of peace. And finally, everybody should respect the traditional institution of a particular area. I remember when I was still schooling in University of Calabar, there's a particular area they call it Obon. You don't go there and mess up. You respect their culture, what they do there. You respect them. You want to live long. You abide by what they want. And by so doing, you be a free person. So anybody who is a law-abiding citizen is a free person, because by the time you obey the rules and regulations of the area where you dwell, I think you are free. So I advise everybody should be a free man. You must have to obey, so that we'll give peace a chance. As long as we have peace, our days will be more longer. You'll be working at your own convenience, and then you will not experience anything like blood pressure, all those things. Live longer.
Well, I can understand when the chairman talks about working under duress, he's always on the move to ensure that his domain is peaceful, especially with the recent attacks and reprisals, as he has just mentioned. A word they say is enough for the wise. Thank you so much, the chairman of Wukari Local Government, Honorable Dr. Daniel Adi Grace, for speaking with us here on how to attain peaceful coexistence in our society, and Wukari particularly, where you are the chairman. Thank you, sir.
Awesome.
Well, that's much we can take on the program today, but of course, you can join us again same time, same channel for another enlightening edition. I'm yours sincerely, Iwesekunde Enoch, asking you to be good. Bye for now. Hello, I am Queen Kunde Enoch. Join us every Tuesday on the program Talking Peace, where we raise discourse on how to attain peaceful coexistence and tolerance in our society.
Talking Peace is a production of ZT Communications in partnership with Taraba State Broadcasting Service TSBS Jalingo.
For enquiries and advert placements, please call 0803 454 0469.
Talking Peace is the meeting point. Join us.